After party.
Ooh. Ah. After party. Me. My. After
Party.
After
Party.
Ooh. Yeah. After party.
I don't know who squeezed your big toe. All right, you guys, let's get into it.
Keeps it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KOED family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun and just for you. Go and God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's up, KOED fam? Welcome back to another video of Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. It's my lovely wife.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships. It's all about reviews. It's all about entertainment. And tonight, we're going to be talking about 90-Day Fiance, Married at First Sight, After Party.
Hey. So if this is your first time joining, then make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget about our Patreon. Make sure you sign up for that, okay? And if you haven't already, then you see our new mugs, our thumbers. What's it called? Tumblers. Whatever they call that. Then make sure that y'all go and get one, okay? All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into this after party. So they're showing clips of Nate's father and, you know, the emotions that took place with all of that stuff.
And tonight on the show, who?
Oh, I'm sorry. You got Nate, Mitch, and Justin. Yep. So all the guys, well,
Except for Miguel, for some strange reason.
Miguel and Ben, of course.
I think Ben been on there twice.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you got three of the guys. So Nate was just saying that, you know, as far as the reason that his father, you know, was emotional and everything, that, you know, Nate grew up and it was hard. They struggled. He said that his dad teared up because, you know, just him being a single father, just raising them. And, you know, Nate said that he got in trouble a lot, just the average stuff that kids do, you know, beating up a few folks here and there,
Or getting beat up.
Oh, yeah. Did he say getting beat up?
I don't know. Who gonna say they got beat up? Who? On national TV.
He said he got in a few fights.
Yeah, fights, yeah. But, you know, they didn't ever say who won the fight.
Keisha did ask him about his mom, you know, because as we can see, Nate is not really going to go into that. He said he saw his mom once, and that was pretty much it. But he said that it did affect him, and so he has not gone deep in some of his relationship. It's kind of just been surface because, you know, he have his mom there, so he, you know, got his issues and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you want to move on to the next?
Move on to the next.
So Mitch is talking about being a latchkey kid.
What's
growing
that?
up. That's when you got to go in the house by yourself.
Oh, we said, I guess I didn't have a house key till I was like 18, 19 years old, 20.
So yeah, so he was, you know, he used to go in the house by himself, you know, because his parents or whatever were at work. But okay, so who is missing? Was Nate's mom missing out of his life? Or was Nate's mom, not Nate, I'm sorry, Mitch. Well, his mom was at the wedding, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so, but I think, you know, his mom and dad got divorced, and I think he started living with his dad when he was in the 4th grade. And I think he stayed with his dad from the 4th grade on up.
Okay. So
that's why he's like, his dad worked so he can just run around the neighborhood, terrorize the neighborhood, and do what Mitch be doing.
So Justin was saying that as far as him, he didn't have his dad in his life, but, you know, that's okay. Not having his dad in his life, you know, taught him that, you know, he don't want to be like his dad.
His dad was going in and out of his life. He'll come around for a little bit and then leave again, come around a little bit and leave again. Justin said, you know what, when I have kids, I ain't going to be like him. So he did pick up something from his dad, which is do the opposite.
Right. Exactly. So they showed clips of Kristen and Mitch at the gravesite, and Mitch said it was great having her there. He also was able to see his
Aunt
aunt.
and his grandparents.
Yeah. So they showed clips of Mitch opening up at the beach, and what I was getting a little teary eyed.
You a lot teary eyed.
And he said that you know, in that moment when he was seeing it, he was still tearing up.
Right.
So he said it still gets to him because he used to be the type of person, I guess he still is, that he journaled his life. But to actually, you know, journal it and to hear it read out loud. So yeah, he said it kind of got to him, but it's more of a process that, you know, he's growing through and learning through. And Justin congratulated him for actually opening up his life like that, and, you know, TV in front of millions of people. And Justin said, Mitch was like, hold up, wait a minute.
He didn't think about the million people.
Yeah. So yeah, we actually seeing growth with Mitch in front of our eyes.
Yeah, we have, from the first day from when he was telling Kristen that he wasn't attracted to her, to now, and you see a huge growth with Mitch.
Yep. Keisha asked the question as far as what have you guys learned over the last few months about yourselves. Mitch said that, you know, he saw that, like, when at the wedding and stuff, you know, Mitch was really and truly not able to see himself. Right. But now seeing himself on camera and seeing himself at the wedding, he's seeing that he's seeing the effect that he have on people, and it's not in a good way. And that has taught him a lot. Was you gonna say something?
No.
Oh, okay. So they showed clips of Justin, you know, when he was at when they was at the house, when he was talking about, you know, Alabama and how he grew up, you know, with his brother and stuff.
Oh, he was at the park with Alexis when he was talking about that.
Yeah, he said that he appreciated Alexis being there and saying the stuff that she was saying in that moment, and it was genuine. But he said he wished that she would remember those times when they having their conversations, and he kind of go into this certain phase that she was empathetic in, you know, the moments that they're dealing with this. Most people are not, honey. They're not thinking about whatever they was not mad at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And he was saying that no, he said I appreciate Alexis, but instead of saying it, show it. He said Alexis don't show it sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh yeah, Keisha did ask a question that, you know, why did his brother take him in?
Yeah, the reason why, because when he was in Alabama with his mom, Justin was just a big kid. His mom was struggling already, and you put on top of that, she's struggling. Then you got this child that's just growing out of clothes. You got to buy him new clothes every other week, and you know he eat up everything in the house, and she just couldn't take it no more. So the brother said he saw the mom struggling. He said, "You know what, man? Come out here and live with me, man." And he came out and started living with his brother, help his mom out.
It's just funny. Not funny, but I'm just thinking, you know, how you got, you know, a child and he's just growing and growing. And I'm saying, did he get his height from his dad or what? Because
I like to say we haven't seen his mom, but yeah.
Yeah, we saw his mom.
We did.
Yeah.
Well, gotta get height from his dad then. Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, so they showed clips of Mitch in that softball, honey. He said, why is the ball called softball when it's a hard ball?
Mitch, I'm with you 100%, man. Softball is just as hard as baseball, man. The only reason why I think they call it softball because it's a bigger ball. But instead of calling it softball, they should call it big ball. You know what I'm saying? Because the ball is not soft. Now, it's bigger than baseball, but it's just as hard as a baseball.
Yeah. So Justin said that she asked them questions as far as what they learned. Mitch learned that, you know, Kristen is driven. That's one thing that he learned. Justin said he learned not to get into his head so much because he has actually messed up relationships and friendships just by getting in his own head.
Yeah, sometimes
a lot of people like that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Sometimes people just get in their own heads and mess things up. You know, overthink things, overanalyze things, and you be overanalyzing something that's not too big of a deal. You know, so some people just mess it up.
I agree. So they showed the clips. Now this was the interesting part. So they showed the clips of Morgan telling Ben, about himself or the issue she had with him
Right.
at, among the other couples. Justin said that Morgan really frustrates him
I
and
can
really
tell.
frustrated him.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Nate said he feels that the root issue is Alexis. Mm-hmm.
And Nick
And
said, hold
she
up.
has been the snitch.
Yeah, Nick said, hold up, wait a minute, let me put some boom in it. He said, bruh, he said, the root problem is like, it's Alexis, man.
Yeah.
And like you said, if you and your spouse is sitting there talking about stuff, it shouldn't leave the house. It should stay in that household. But Alexis, she'll run out and just go back and tell people, and that's why all this mess started. You know what I'm saying? If she would have kept her mouth quiet, now that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to come to find out, Ben, like I said earlier in the other video, he has lied. Okay, now there's a lot of stuff we probably don't know about because they didn't show it on camera. But
Right. Oh, okay. Justin was saying that Alexis broke his trust, so Justin did say that. So Mitch said that when he talked to he was Team Nate, but when he heard from Morgan, Team Ben, but when he heard from Morgan's side, it kind of changed his perspective a little bit.
Especially when Ben kind of, admitted to doing it. So he said, yeah. So he said, yeah, I kind of switched sides. And like I said, I don't know what kind of lies Ben told Justin, or what kind of information he told Justin, or what he said to Justin. But apparently, Ben, he was telling little white lies to Justin, or he was over exaggerating the situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, pretty much it, because you took that. So yeah, it seems as though Ben has been telling little white lies, and he, like you said, has been exaggerating the truth. So go ahead.
No, I was, man, we was trying to help you out and be on your side.
Right.
We up here doing skits for you, man. Have your grandparents call, but no, now we find out you up there telling little white lies, man. Come on, Ben, you know better than that.
And exaggerating the truth, because it doesn't seem like Ben knows how to effectively communicate. So, you know how some people in their head, they be like, that they hit a pole.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they hit a pole and they knocked down the power line, and then two people was walking by and they was like, oh my. So they exaggerated. It could be the truth, but then it just goes, all out of control.
And I think the reason why Ben does what he does is because he, like they said, he tried to avoid conflict. He don't like conflicts. So if a person don't like conflict like Ben, he gonna do everything in his power to try not to get conflict started, and maybe lying and trying to keep the truth to himself is the way to avoid conflict.
Seems like he making it worse.
Yeah, he is making it worse. So man, like Nate said, man, just be straight up and honest, man. You said, man, this is what happened, and people will probably have some empathy for you.
Yeah.
But regardless of the point, she's still dogging you out. She's still bashing you and beating you up mentally and emotionally.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's they call it?
Mutai, yeah.
Yeah, she doing that to him.
Torn to his brain and
right,
heart. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that's what she good at fighting. All right, you guys. On that note, that's all we got. Ain't got no more. Don't forget to make sure that you go with God and let God go with you.
I was put God first.
Deuces.
Hey!